We're here at the 2013 Tribeca Film Festival, where for the first time it opens with a documentary, Mistaken for Strangers, which goes behind the scenes of the hot indie band, The National. Did you know your brother was filming at first on the tour?
Well, I knew he was bringing the camera along, and I mostly wanted him to get out of my parents' house and to get a job. So, and he said he wanted to bring his camera along, and I said that's great. I thought maybe he would make some like little goofball backstage things that we could put on our website or something. Camera's about the size of a softball, so he always had it around his neck. And I think within a couple of weeks, everybody just forgot that he had a camera.
Wow.
You know?
It starts out as if it's going to be a rock doc, but very quickly goes off the rails and becomes a story about brotherly competition and trying to find your own creative path.
What would you say to people who want to work with family? What advice would you give them?
Be careful.
I work with a lot of family, and I would say, try to keep the things at home and work at work.
He was filming everything, and including himself, getting drunk, and including like himself kind of falling apart a little bit. He was hoping that there was going to be, he was hoping he was going on tour with Motley Crue, and it's like, we're not Motley Crue. Like, he got a lot of footage of guys on their laptops, and he got bored, and that led him to sort of some maybe bad behavior, and ultimately getting fired.
Unlike a lot of people, you get to see your interactions with your brother from an outside perspective.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything about it, about your relationship?
I think we just learned, he went away to college when I was really young. And finally when I came on tour with him, we really kind of saw each other as adults. And we just became very close to each other through kind of, just like being real. And like he would see me. He never saw me get wasted before, because when he left I was 10. And then
that's good then.
And then also I would see him. I'd see him in really awful dark moods, and we just learned. We became better friends as adults.
Well, after he was fired, you're the one who helped shape the film. What did you see? What did you pull out of that?
I think I saw that both Tom and his brother, actually their whole family, have this sort of infectious frankness and this real honesty about who they are and what they're going through. And I just thought the story of sort of two different brothers at these different places in their lives was, something that any of us can kind of relate to, whether we have siblings or not.
What was behind the decision to start with a documentary for the first time?
Well, we've done documentaries before. We did the Elton John documentary 2 years ago. So we look for all kinds of films, and this one really embodies the spirit of the festival, the can-do attitude, and downtown New York, Brooklyn.
It's a kind of a weird documentary. It's fun. It's about music. It's about brothers.
Yeah.
And that kind of examination of behind the scenes, and also kind of, I think, a generation that's now trying to find a place. The loser brother is a kind of much more interesting character in some sense than the star of the movie, the head of the National,
Yeah.
And it makes it fun.
I'm so humbled and so grateful that they've chosen this movie, and I've never done one of these things before. So
Welcome.
Yeah. So it's amazing, and the fact I'm doing it here at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York City, the fact that they believed in this thing, I'm so grateful.
My last question is, the National's really blowing up. How do you feel having people be able to see such an intimate portrayal of the band?
I've never been afraid of that. I mean, the songs are pretty intimate and pretty honest and unflattering sometimes about the insides of the dark shadows of my head and heart and stuff. So for my brother to film that kind of stuff, and the truth was what he did is he filmed that about himself. I think in a way he made a movie about himself, which was very much like what one of our songs is that I would do, write songs about myself and my. So I don't know. So I'm really proud of it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's totally appropriate film for our kind of band.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.